change, another young leader in this movement. Please welcome Elijah.
It's off.
That's fine.
You got to click the button.
Testing.
Yep.
Great. Okay, my name's Elijah. Lined up behind me are some of the members of Students for Progress Activism and Change. We're advocating for liberal ideas and effective women's liberty market. There's going to be some chanting in this, so get ready. On average, 96 people every day die of gun violence in America. That's 4 people every hour, or 1 person every 15 minutes. And for every person that dies, there are 2 people who are injured and don't die. That means that by the end of this speech, another person will have been shot in America. When I hear this, I say enough is enough. When I hear that we have more guns per capita in America than Yemen, Saudi Arabia, and Switzerland, I say that enough is enough. When I hear that we have 46 children and teens shot every day here, I say, everybody, enough is enough. When I hear that there have been 1,600 mass shootings in America since Sandy Hook, I say,
Enough is enough.
When I hear that going to public school in the United States is now more dangerous than serving in the military, I say, enough is enough. When I hear that despite the fact that America only has about 4.4% of the world's population, we have almost 42% of the world's guns, I say that enough is enough. When I hear that school shootings, and when I know that school shootings have become so common that active shooter drills are now a normal and daily part of our everyday school lives, I say enough is enough. All of us here remember our first, all of us here up here, remember our first time we were in a lockdown drill. Jason and I were together in a history class. We remember more than anything this feeling of uncertainty. You want to just imagine it's a drill, you don't actively hear shots, and of course the fire alarm drills are usually drills too, but you never know. And with something that big, the terror gets bigger. Because it's not something you can talk about with your friends, you're being absolutely silent. It's not something you can text your friends in other classes, there's no communication. We remember us sitting there lined up against the wall, the teacher struggling to find her keys and her jacket, she was panicking. To run up and lock the door, to grab a desk and barricade the door, to try and give us some extra bit of space safety because that 1 inch of plywood is really, really going to help. Remember this feeling of utter terror and uncertainty. Thinking about what would I have to do in this situation? What would I end up doing? Is this how I go? Is this what it felt like for others? Is this what is going on in other classrooms? No one should have to go through that uncertainty. And all of this just in the middle of an everyday history lesson. Now, as a senior, I have been in other intruder scares in which we think that something might be happening. And as a senior, I felt it's my job to come up to younger classmen and say, everything's going to be all right. And once or twice I've said that. But the fact is that I don't really know. I'm just as on the inside terrified as them. If anything, I might be the little bit less, which is only showing just how much of a problem it is that we've started to become acclimatized to it. That it's not, oh my God, there was a shooting, it's, there was another school shooting. This is a problem. And so, now is the time for action. You can make the difference. You need to go to your town halls and ask your candidates and representatives where they stand on this. You need to ask them, point blank, will you support an assault rifle ban? Will you support a reduction in clip sizes? Will you support a mandatory waiting period and mandatory firearm training for those that want a gun? You need to make it clear that if they won't support gun control, that you won't support them. And you need to tell them that if they want your vote, they need to do something to stop this madness. And then you need to vote. You need to vote for people like Deb Pattison for Oregon State Senate. You need to vote for people like Sheila Swaquire for County Commissioner. You need to vote for people like Barry Shapiro for House District 18. You need to vote for people who are already in office doing their jobs with this and re-elect Kate Brown to be continuing leading us. The thing is that when you go from here, you need to take action. You need to make sure you take action and that you use your ballot for good. Good to try and save lives. You need to tell those who think that their semi-automatic rifle is more important than our lives, all of us here, that their time is up. And that, one last time, so everyone in the park can hear us,
enough is enough.
Thank you.
Yeah.